Hi there, this is teacher Eric. Welcome to another English class. In today's lesson, we will learn about the past continuous or past progressive. First of all, let's take a look at the uses of the past continuous. We have here three uses. The first one is actions in progress in the past to describe actions that were occurring in a specific moment in the past. For example, I was cleaning the kitchen this morning. This action was in progress in a specific time in the past. The second function is to talk about interrupted actions in the past. For example, we were speaking when he arrived. So we were speaking and this action was interrupted. Number 3 says parallel actions in the past. It means two or more actions that were occurring at the same time in the past. For example, she was reading a book while I was sleeping. Here we have two actions that were occurring at the same time in the past. Let's take a look at the structure first of the affirmative form of the past continuous. Here we have two examples. It says Daniela was writing an article yesterday and Victor and Carmen were planning the next campaign. So let's take a look at the structure. First of all, we need a subject. We have Daniela, the first one, and Victor and Carmen. Then we need was and were. This is the verb to be in the simple past depending on the subject. In the first one we have was because Daniela is a singular subject. Then we have were for Victor and Carmen because we have a plural subject. Then we need the verb in the ing or gerund form. After that, we need a complement, and as an option, we can have a time expression. This time expression, just as in the other structures, we can place it at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. For example, we can say, yesterday, Daniela was writing an article. Negative structure of the past continuous. The examples say Daniela was not writing an article yesterday and Victor and Carmen were not planning the next campaign. What do we have different in this structure? Instead of having the verb to be in the affirmative form, we have the verb to be in the negative. So we don't have was, but we have was not. We don't have were, we have were not. Let's remember that was not can be contracted for wasn't, and were not can be contracted as weren't. So we can say Daniela wasn't writing an article yesterday. So the only difference from the affirmative and the negative form basically is this specific part of the verb to be. We have to use this verb to be in the simple past in the negative form. The rest of the structure is basically it's exactly the same as in the affirmative form. Interrogative form, yes, no questions. We have examples. Was Daniela writing an article yesterday? Yes, she was. No, she wasn't. Were Victor and Carmen planning the next campaign? Yes, they were. No, they weren't. So here, these are yes, no questions. So at the beginning of these questions, we need first the verb to be, was or were, depending on the subject. After that, we need the subject, then we need the verb, after that the complement, and at the end we have the time expression and the question mark. Information questions in the past continuous. Well, let's read examples. It says, what was Daniela writing yesterday? And when were Victor and Carmen planning the next campaign? What do we notice here? Well, at the beginning of the sentences, in this case questions, we have WH question words such as what, when, where, how, who, etc. After that, we need the verb to be, was or were, again, depending on the subject. Then we have the subject, after that the verb, complement, or time expression. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm teacher Eric, and I will see you on another video. Bye!